Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving into some Grand Voyage with the new dual unit, Shanks and Buggy. And in today's video, we'll be taking on level 5 Grand Voyage at Shellstown against Axehand Morgan, as well as the local sea monster over at Fuchsia City. Now, this particular legend release, it's a bit of an odd one, being the post-celebration for anniversary, the after party, if you will. This particular character is one of those characters they've just slapped in the game, trying to hype up a very iconic moment with an interesting character that can help you take on some very, very hard pieces of content. However, for endgame players, the content's already been beaten, and for new players, the content is still so hard that this particular character and its timing of release is a little bit of an interesting one. However, I'm a big fan of the art, I'm a big fan of the character. I don't know if they're the best character in the game by all means, but look, you know me when it comes to Shanks, and they do make these Grand Voyages a lot easier. But if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Let's dive in and let's take a look at some Grand Voyage level 5 with the new Shanks and Buggy. Alright, so to start, we're going to kick it off with local sea monster level 5. You do need a Shanks on the crew, as well as bringing a mono Psi cerebral team. So this is the team that we're going to rock right here, and we're going to bring the character that this was basically built for, that was, or is, Shanks crew, the redhead pirate. So that's the team, those are the supports, let's dive on. Nothing really too crazy about the subs. We basically just changed our captain out, and we just brought Shanks and Buggy. Now, Shanks and Buggy, they do work exceptionally well for this content, because they're an attack down and a paralysis remover. That's their sort of their big gimmick. But they can work amazingly for stage 4 or stage 5, whichever one that you actually need to bring or remove. The way that I'm going to rock this is a little bit different to what you probably could do, because you got the beasts that are 6+, Neko and Inu. The Neko Inu, like, 6+, made this content so easy, and then you, like, combine that with, you combat that with what, Shanks Crew 6+ can do, and you're like in for a really good time. Now, I am playing and talking at the same time, so this might go a little bit south. I've already forgot to swap with the Neko Inu, so that's always going to be fun. But Shanks and Buggy, like I said, they are a Dex and Psi captain, so when we are doing all of these like switch shenanigans, it is a little bit risky, because obviously when we are in the what's it called? Oh, please die. Oh no. Okay. Well, we're not going to be able to stall it on the next turn. When we are doing all of these, like, switches, it is a little bit finicky, because we're not going to be getting the captain ability when we are in the quick variation of Shanks Crew or the strength variation of Neko Inu. So that's sort of where they fall off when it comes to this particular piece of content, but it's really not the end of the world per se. So we're going to switch in with Shanks Crew once again. That way we can get their super swap pretty much ready to go. And we do need to make sure that we hit with a Psi character on that turtle, as well as Hiruma. So let's do this. We're going to go Bink, Bink, Bonk. Beautiful. You do need to stall one turn if you are trying this team, or you are using Shanks Crew 6+, because you do need that super swap at the end. Usually that's how it operates, plus you do want to switch in to the Psi variation on the final stage. So we're going to rock it like this. Beautiful stuff. We're actually going to switch here. Unfortunately, we don't have the super switch. We should have the super switch right here, but we don't. But nevertheless, it's really not going to matter all that much, because the special of, also the super swap of Neko and Inu is so good on the final stage to be our all boosted to the entire crew. However, they can also just basically kill, because you have so much damage to this team, without it attacking the whole crew. I love this. I love this special animation, man. It's really fun. This is a fun character. This is a real fun character. Like I said, not game breaking or anything like that, but still just a very fun character indeed. When you use their special and when they are your captain, they are going to give your entire crew a color affinity boost of 2.5 times. As you can see, we have so much damage here. 2.5 times, which is very, very handy. And if they're captain, they can extend it by 1 turn. So we're going to carry that into the final stage, which is super, super nice. On the final stage, we have the additional damage of Enel. We're going to have the super swap of Shanks Crew for an attack boost. We have conditional boost with Neko Inu. They're going to be a color affinity boost. They're going to be our orb booster with their super swap as well, and the conditional. Pretty much we have everything that we need to worry about here. Enel is going to take care of that paralysis. Markano is a non-needed support. We can completely replace that, so feel free to do that if you are rocking this team. We're going to use Peroni here. Peroni is going to give us the defense down, setting at 0 for 2 turns. Very, very good character for this particular fight, because she can use the Moria support, or sorry, the not the Moria, the Kuma support. Shanks crew then are going to be our chain locker because we don't want to worry about that chain down. And then we can use the super swap of Neko to give us an orb boost. And when we do that, when we use their special, they are going to give us a conditional boost, which is super nice. Once we've done that, we're going to start actually with them because I actually stuffed up my swaps. Ideally, you'd want to be the Psy variation of Neko Inu there because as you can see, we have so much damage. Like, we have a ridiculous amount of damage for this particular stage. We are using the Whale Shark ship because we do need to hit our perfects through the remove sound effects. Unfortunately, we can't remove it all with Markano, but nevertheless, we definitely can. Turn your game music up because that is definitely going to help out as well. On the revive, we are going to get our ship binded. Normally that would matter, but we have Enel to remove ship bind here. We're also going to remove the Despair thanks to Kuma and the support of Opera on Rayleigh. Rayleigh gets through the 10 turns of damage reduction. And then with the Resilience, we don't have to worry about it because we are utilizing the end of turn damage of Shanks crew. So, as you can see, fairly simple run. The character really doesn't make... Oh, no. Okay, well, I missed, but it doesn't matter because, like I said, this team has so much goddamn damage. Doesn't actually even matter. Like I said, the character doesn't break this content or anything like that, but it is a nice addition for some different team options and some different variety of actually taking the content down. Let's move on to Morgan now. Alright, so moving on to Axe Hand Morgan now. This one is probably a little bit better of a showcase for this particular character. So, we are diving in with a mono Dex and Slasher built team. We are bringing Cat Viper as our friend captain, and the team looks a little bit like this. Now, this team doesn't use Mr. 3, which is great. We are using the Treasure Map lore, so that's the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive on in. Now, as mentioned, this is probably a little bit of a better showcase for this particular character because Shellstown Axe Morgan is still actually quite a challenging Grand Voyage. Obviously, there are so many teams that can beat it, and the variation has diversified drastically. However, it's just really nice to see that another character can be added to the arsenal of taking this particular fight down. So, on turn 1, we're actually going to switch with our Shanks and Buggy. Then we're going to tap this unit in the back here, and then we can sort of just make our way around. Ideally, we want to tap with Shanks Buggy last because they are not going to be doing damage, as they are not... Oh, no, did I not kill that? Oh, no, we did kill, cool. As they don't do too much damage. Like, they don't do any damage at all, really, because... Cat Viper is boosting more of a color-centric team. But with their switchability, they do give resistance. So as you can see, we are switching into them once again. We're then going to target this unit in the back here. And once again, we're just going to make our way around. This time, Shanks and Buggy will be hitting a little bit harder because they are in their Dex variation. And that extra 15% reduction is actually fairly nice. So beautiful stuff. We ended up getting the kill there. And we can move on to stage 3. Now, against stage 3, we are actually going to take a turn here. And this is where we're actually going to switch with our Carrot Wanda. Now, the tap order... Well, sorry, the combo for Shanks and Buggy does help us out here. And utilizing, what's it called? And utilizing the barrier penetration or the removing defensive effects of Cat Viper works drastically here too. So, ideally, you just want to find someone that hits really hard to kill Helmeppo. And then the other units are going to kill the rest of the mobs. So, we're just going to tap around the corner like this. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bop. Hit with Shanks Buggy there because they have a whole longer tap timing. You can switch to Helmeppo. And then tapping with a 150 character or a high investment character is going to kill Helmeppo there. On the second turn, this is where we're going to switch back into Shanks. And then we can actually use the Lore special. Now, Lore's going to become our captain. And that way we get 70% damage reduction moving into the next stage when we come up against Axe Hand Morgan here. So, we're going to tap with these 3 units here because once Shanks becomes our captain again, we're going to have the Super Swap. So that way he's going to give us a bunch of Tandem Orbs. Probably should have tapped with not Lore, but look, it doesn't really matter. On the stage against Axe Hand Morgan, we're going to cop that huge shot, but thanks to Lore's 70% damage reduction, we don't have to worry about that, and we can still be above 50% HP for Neko's ability to bypass defensive effects, which is so valuable here, like so ridiculously valuable. So what we're going to do here is we're going to switch with Carrot Wanda for an attack boost. We can use our Neko special for an orb boost. That's going to carry it into an attack boost for the final stage. We're going to double bink Roger here. That way we can remove the defense up and the bind. Plus we get 3 turns of a base stat boost moving into the final stage. We can use the super switch of Shanks and Buggy to get the resistance down. And then we can actually use the Shanks Buggy special to remove the attack down, which is very, very handy. As well as giving us 3 turns of color affinity, which is super nice. Now, as you can see, we are bee's dick scraping just above 50% HP, which means that we can actually just bypass that barrier in the back there. So you want to hit with your big characters, obviously, against Axe Hand Morgan, but you do have a lot of damage here, which is incredibly nice. And as you can see, we don't have to worry about that threshold, thanks to Cat Viper as our captain. Beautiful stuff. Now, Whale Sharks help us out drastically there. And the reason we're using Whale Shark Shift over Shark Superb is for this reason, as well as when you go into the Psy variation of Shanks and Buggy, you will lose out on that ability. However, once we move into this final stage now, we are going to lose a bit of HP here because we're going to go into some dual forms and we're going to use like the Zoro special and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter because Carrot Wanda actually have Barrier Pen. So now we have the super type of Cap Viper, so we're going to activate that. Carrot Wanda are going to set the defense to 0, plus they are going to give the cooldowns to Zoro, and then Zoro, because our captain still has a Tandem Orb, is going to give us all of the shenanigans that Zoro does with the tap timing. We have Dofi for a chain boost, and then we actually have the Perona support on Zoro for a 1.5 times conditional boost against defense down. Now, ideally here, we need to kill Helmeppo with Carrot Wanda, so we're going to start on Morgans, and then we're going to make our way around. This team has so much damage, you don't have to worry about it though, so we're just going to blink here. Switch to Carrot Wanda. We're going to kill Helmeppo in the back with Barrier Pen. And now we can just sort of make our way around. Beautiful stuff. And Shanks and Buggy are going to wrap it up there. So there you guys go. That is Grand Voyage level 5 with the new Shanks Buggy taking on Axe Hand Morgan and Local Seamon. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down there, belt like button for me, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's